I feel like you don't realize until you're forced to realize. Genuinely in second year, when I say
lying on my bed and not working, you might.
I thought I'd film a video showing you guys a typical 24 hours in my life. A UCT med student in second year or finishing second year. Most of the weeks kind of differ in terms of like lectures and tuts that I have in the morning. Morning we have one thing which I don't think I'm ready to go to because I've already handed it in. 2 hours of lectures, and then I have my tuts in the afternoon. So that is kind of the agenda for today. I don't have anything this afternoon. I usually get home a bit later, but I'll show you guys as the day goes along and what I do. 4 or 5 weeks left of actual term, and then we go into consolidation week. 1 week of consolidation week, and then exams. Crazy busy year. Like it feels like it's been so long, but actually it's been so fast. I'm gonna eat breakfast, pack my lunch, and head to campus and like pack my bag and stuff.
At McDonald's, but I'm waiting to get fetched.
I have now moved locations. I'm not sitting in my room anymore. I thought I'd just like spend a bit of time working out here. I've now studied 2 lectures, which is nice. It's only 8 o'clock. We're getting somewhere today, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm going to now tick those off. The current plan today is I didn't have to go into campus today, which was really nice. I didn't have clinical skills this afternoon. That's usually my like tut for the afternoon on a Thursday. So no one had it this week. No one had clinical skills this week, and so today just happened to be my day, and it ended up coinciding. That just gives me a little bit of time to sit down and focus. Plan is to carry on doing this one case. We have a test in like 2 weeks, I think, so like Monday week, so it's a week and a few days, and that's basically on 2 cases, which actually isn't too bad. Feeling pretty okay with the content, but I'm only like starting to focus on it now, which I think should be fine because I've just spent the last little bit like trying to focus on revising other stuff, because I knew that I'd have to take like a week off just to make sure that I'm studying for this content. But that's the plan today. Just going to try and work on this one case, and then this weekend I will combine the 2 cases. Maybe do another like section of work, so I might try and tackle chem path now. Try and maintain my working capacity, so I'm gonna rather take more frequent breaks or like work for a solid amount of time, probably to like 10ish now. It's 8:20, and then take like an hour break and then carry on, because I don't want to. I'm also trying so hard right now not to like burn myself out before exams. Right now I'm going to carry on here, gonna tick off what I've done, and then we'll see what happens next. One thing about me is that I get bored so insanely fast. It is not good. I'm currently still working. It's like 8:50. Just doing some Anki cards. I thought I'd get the blood flowing. Still doing those Anki cards. It's now been like 30 minutes, I think, since I last spoke to you guys. Actually, it's not too bad for like studying a new section. I do kind of feel, even though I'm like studying for the first time, I do kind of feel like it's revising because I understand the topic. So yeah, hopefully it carries on going like this, because yeah, that would be nice. I like to integrate different methods of studying, because I honestly feel like that is the best way of studying. When I'm going through lectures, just generally like before pre-reading it and just trying to understand it before I go into lectures, which I usually do the morning before since I get up earlier. I will go through the lecture, like make sure I understand things. Then, so that's like my first time I'm seeing the content, and I'm just able to. And then I go to the lecture and I'm able to kind of get things in audially, like by listening, things like that, any extra information they add, that type of thing. The topic, if that makes sense. And then obviously now I've done both of those things for the lectures and all of that. And then I'll almost go back over the content myself. So now I'm doing Anki cards, and then what I've tended to do is I'll do the Anki cards and then I'll combine it, whether it's me writing on my whiteboard to try and summarize a topic, but I'll try and like integrate all the sections together. So because it almost makes it less work, because a lot of things, like now we're doing male reproductive system, you can kind of like find a lot of like common things that they'll say about the hormones and whatever, kind of start linking concepts. I can just put a picture together and it helps like link the different topics. Anyway, so that's what I do for my third time of like going over things. I've finished the case and gone over all the lectures, and I'll kind of do the like summary of everything together to try and like piece together in my brain, like, okay, where does everything fit in on its own in the entire section, if that makes sense. The other thing that I do that I find is super helpful, which does not work for my perfectionism, but that is not doing unnecessary things, if that makes sense. So if you have resources made from previous years, I know it's very daunting in the beginning, especially when you come into university, or like you see it like, no, I need to make my own notes, this is what worked for me in high school, like I need to write my own notes. Like it just doesn't work with the quantity of work that we have to do. The biggest thing that I've learned, especially this year, is that just like take every resource that you can have, and it like there's no point if you have access to someone's pre-made notes of all the lectures and like the way that they've constructed them in their own note-taking fashion. It's daunting in the beginning to trust someone else's notes, but I will always like compare. So then that is basically what I use. I've got all my resources in the one spot. But what I then do is I do compare. So because I go to lectures, I can then compare it to the lecture or the lecture slides that we're given in class. And sometimes it's changed, sometimes I need to add things, but overall it's basically the same thing. I can go and feel like I need to type out my own notes. Resources for anything else, like if you have someone's pre-made Anki cards, I know some people like to make their own, but in my mind I'm like, I need to know this information. If it's on the content, I need to know this information either way, no matter how the question is asked. I have notes that I line up in the end, but none of it's necessarily like chronological, and it's not like, okay, done this section, now let me make my notes on this section. Like I'm able to focus a lot more on trying to understand things, like focus on trying to make the notes, if that makes sense. That's a pro tip. I know I've been speaking for literally forever, but I'd highly recommend doing that. I'm at it. Time prioritization is so insanely important, and balance. I know everyone says that, to know how much stuff is weighing and things like that. You need to focus on that. So for instance, we've had essays and stuff that we've had to do, and it's not that I don't put any like lack of effort into it, but you kind of look and you see, okay, it is this percent. Yes, everything adds up, but it's like, okay, do I have a test in the next like 2 weeks, or do I have a test in the next few months? I should probably then start studying for that and put less time towards that essay that, yes, might seem like, oh my word, it's such a big thing, but it's only counting this amount. Another thing is counting this amount, and it's probably benefiting me as a future doctor more than doing this other thing is necessarily going to, like in terms of time priorities. So you really have to be so careful on where you're prioritizing your time. So not spending extra time using up time that you could have used for yourself and that you needed to use on yourself for balance. Finally realize, and I feel like you don't realize until you're forced to realize, in my life I had to prioritize more than I have this year. It's because you get burnt out. So genuinely in second year, when I say that a reward, literally washing my face or having 15 minutes in the evening, in my head, if I finish 15 minutes before the usual time I'd finish, and that is me giving myself half an hour every night before I go to bed to just do whatever I want, instead of finishing at 9 o'clock, I finish it at 9 and sleep at 9:30. That to me is like, oh my word, reward of the day. So that's why I say, like, no, you need to know if you want to study medicine, because anyway, I'm gonna go and carry on quickly, try and finish up this lecture, and then we'll see what we do. I might have a break after this lecture. Okay, it is currently, I don't know what the time is, 10:30 I think. I finally finished that set of Anki cards. It was like 200 Anki cards, so I think we did pretty decent. I think it was about 2 hours. I am hungry though, and I'm gonna make food. A little bit of olive oil instead of butter. So I don't really eat butter and dairy and stuff. So I'm gonna put some olive oil on, and then I'm gonna put an avo here, and then I'm gonna put some leftover chicken, butter chicken curry on top. I know it's only 10:30, but honestly I don't feel like a piece of banana bread right now. I do think though I will have a piece a little bit later. I just don't feel like the sweet thing now, so kind of just feel like something proper. I should leave this for lunch. Okay, I've changed my mind. I've already done the toast though. That's fine, I'll just leave it. We'll be here for lunch. Okay, I've just got my laptop. It had died, so I needed to charge it for a little bit. But I was just speaking something from 1 o'clock. I have not been too successful with a lot more. I'm contemplating for quite a while, and I'm just like my brain's switching off. I'm not entirely sure what to do. I've done how many lectures now? Let me just put it out. I've done those 3 lectures. It's so hard to get myself to do it. Theoretically taking a break to eat and everything. I'm just like, you know, that like full brain feeling, and I'm not entirely sure what to do. I think I might. I've got things for clinical skills I wanted to do, and then also just like I've been trying to do some clinical skills at least every day. I don't know what to do. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I know that I'm not quite there, I've been sitting for like 30 minutes trying to get back into doing flashcards and Anki and stuff, instead of like forcing it up on myself and basically making myself procrastinate even more. I just swapped to something that I don't mind doing, because at the end of the day I believe that doing anything is better than nothing. Sorry for the noise, it's so loud. Still getting work done that I needed to get today, but it's not as hectic, if that makes sense. I'm gonna aim to finish up a little bit earlier tonight, but I still want to get as much done as I can. See where my laptop and iPad are? Very demure, very cutesy. Lying on my bed and not working. Very mindful. Kidding. I think it's like 5 to 4. At it, I finished my clinical skills notes. I also did the quiz I needed to do for clinical skills, and yeah, I did a bit of washing up now. But yeah, so considering that it's 4:30, I'm just gonna chill. I need a little bit of a breather, probably till about 5. Okay, I really need to get up. I should do some movement, shower, and then I'll just do like another little bit of work, and then I'll call it a night. Maybe try to do some sort of class thing, or maybe I should just try and work. Let me do some sort of exercise thing. I'll see what I do, and then work for a bit, then shower, and call it a night. Okay, ignore the really bad quality. I just rolled on my dough. The quality, it's currently 6:30, like 6:29, so basically 6:30 on the dot. I've just been spending the last few minutes like going over lectures that I hadn't been to today. I can see I'm just highlighting and not actually like doing it properly, so I think I'm just gonna stop, and I'll get back to it this weekend when I go over this case again. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but I just, like, my brain is, I've been at it since 5:30 this morning, so I'm gonna do a bit closer before I finish off the night. And after this, just gonna do a bit of this, and then I'm going to shower and probably edit this video realistically, because I want to post a YouTube video. It's 7 o'clock. I'm going to get my pajamas. It's pretty chilly actually. Kind of giving like winter vibes. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little chilly. These are the PJs. I don't have pants on. Just this top. And then where's my pants? What? With these pants. Okay, PJ secured, got some socks, these kind of look a little better. So I'm gonna wear these and I'm gonna shower. Okay, it is currently, it's 7:15. I've just gotten out the shower. feel all nice and clean. I think I'm gonna end the video here. Also ignore my eyes, they're very watery. I just put eye drops in because I'm literally don't have anything else going on tonight. I've wrapped up work for the evening, which is so nice. Just gonna take a couple hours off. Gonna have dinner and yeah, probably edit this video because I want to. And here's your daily reminder that you can do anything even if you don't think it's possible. Bye!